And the company's Namaste Laboratories. And we've been in Chicago for over 20 years.
Wow.
Yes, the founder was here and created the company. And the company was started over 20 years by an African-American entrepreneur, by the family.
Yeah.
And we're still, still in Chicago. It started on the south side, but now we're on Racine in the West Loop.
And so your role as president, how did this come about?
Well, I've been in the industry for over 20 years. I started in the industry as an advertising creative soul. And then my career, I grew up in the industry. And about 3 years ago, I started at Namaste. And I started there as CMO, as the Chief Marketing Officer. And did some great work, working on the No Stereotypes campaign, which was award-winning, speaking to consumers about the fact that no matter what your hair type or texture, that we should celebrate who we are and love each other for who we are, because God made us and our hair types. And sometimes people judge us when they see our hair a certain way, whether you're smart or whether you're pretty or whether you're right for this particular job. So working with Burrell Advertising, we've been able to create this campaign when I was the Chief Marketing Officer for Namaste. And it really was a groundbreaking breakthrough versus showing, just the pretty beauty ads. We really cut to the core of who we are as a culture. And from that role, I was promoted to COO as Chief Operating Officer. And in that position, I was able to work with operations, finance, human resources, legal, all of that, really trying to get some infrastructure into the company. And we worked really hard to rebuild some of the foundation. And then they asked me to become the CEO. So I've been the CEO now for 1 year. And during that year, we refreshed the olive oil brand. So this journey was about 3 years. I think it is a balance. It's a balance. Even though we are not Black owned, we get the resources from the parent company, but the Black operation, meaning Black women who are in marketing, sales, in different parts of the HR, legal, different parts of the company, that makes sure that the company stays authentic and true to the consumer. So first, I come from a very humble beginning. I don't come from wealth. I started very much in the projects of South Carolina, and I paid my way through school. And I didn't intend to become a CEO of a hair care company. That was not the intention. But one thing I always loved is us. Wherever I have ever been in my life, I appreciate the struggle, who we are, what we mean. And I've been very blessed in my career to have been able to facilitate and bring to life a lot of the things that help us as a people. And so my career really is I went to the University of South Carolina. So I went there and I studied journalism actually. And I worked for an advertising agency. And then I had an opportunity to work as a writer for a company, a hair care company, where I was able to grow into brand management, and they invested in me. And I was able to grow and learn and develop that way. And I always say this, you have to invest in each other. We have to. You have to pull each other up. And I think if we don't do that, we leave people behind. And so that really was the beginnings.
Who pulled you up?
I would say we call ourselves the Haircare family. Each of us teach each other, So many people pulled me up. Many people pulled me up. I would say people in my career, we're like sisters, brothers, whether somebody in sales, somebody in the field. I remember a guy in the field, I was brand new, and I just asked questions. And he said, nobody asks these questions. He said, they don't care. I said, I do. Beauty is work, but it's great fun.
Yeah.
Beauty is so, you've got to be always in tune with the trends. I always say you have to love it. It's a passion business. You have to love what you're doing, and you have to love the consumer you're serving. I say serve. The consumer you're serving. Because as we serve the consumer, that only brings good things back to you. So I would say to those who want to get into the industry, always make sure, one, you have your skills up. Study hard, work hard. Don't be lazy about it. Even if you're among your own people, you work harder. Don't take anything for granted. Do what you say you're going to do is always an important thing, because everyone can have a degree, but it's all about what's in here.
Absolutely.
Not always what's in here. I believe that is the secret.
So what can we expect from Namaste, the product line that you all have, even though we're familiar with the olive oil brand? What other brands and lines that we can expect from the company for 2018?
The biggest focus for us right now is the refresh of olive oil. We've had this brand around for over 20 years, and the last time it's been refreshed was about 2012. It really needed to get an update. We needed to add new things to increase our relevance. And so we've been able to do that. And now that we've been able to do that, our focus really is going to be in ensuring that the olive oil brand really does provide the consumer what she's looking for. We've added great ingredients like coconut, aloe, pequi, which is a new oil, almond, sweet almond. So we've enhanced the line to really be more relevant, and you'll see a lot more emphasis on that, as well as with Curls Unleashed, which is our natural brand. So we're really going to put more focus and dedication against our base business. It takes a good, strong family unit. And because my husband, I know he sacrificed a lot for us to have that stable environment.
Yeah.
All the stuff that he does to keep us together.
Wow.
Not easy.
And it takes good partnership. It takes
Exactly.
that to understand what each person brings to the table.
Yes.
And
Yes.
also the humbleness there.
Yes.
Because he doesn't look at you as Madam CEO.
No. No. But he looks at me, I know, as the young lady he met when we were 16 years old, and he just wants to make sure that I'm all good and I'm okay. And, and our children are.